Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. We have made it to the Flash Season 9, and specifically the premiere of the Flash Season 9. As we know, this is the final season, and I wore the Season 1 Flash poster shirt. It covers the whole entire shirt, so I can't really show all of it, but that classic Season 1 poster, I had to wear this on this day because it's crazy, because I honestly theorized for a while that this show is going to go at least 10 seasons, potentially to 200 episodes, but with Season 7, a lot of the main contracts and everything, they signed on for an extension to Season 8 and then Season 9, and this is it. This is it. We have 13 episodes and the show is done. It's kind of crazy to say that. And I think it's probably for the best in terms of what's happening because of the next star buyout of CW, in terms of them cutting a lot of cost and changing the whole network up, essentially. I'm glad that Flash is able to end on its own terms versus getting canceled by the new owners of the CW, Next Star. This show has been a roller coaster in terms of character, story, and just overall what the show has been. Same thing with Arrow, but I have been here pretty much since the beginning. So I have always stated that I'm going to be continuing the show regardless of how crazy it gets. I've always said I'm going to be here until it ends. And unfortunately, we are here. Obviously, this is not the final episode of the show, but we are now starting the final season. And we don't have 20 episodes. We don't have even 15, only 13. So I'm ready for this episode. Don't know the title. We're just going to dive right in. We're going to see what happens. And yeah, the beginning of the end of the Flash. The Flash Season 9 Season 9 premiere. It's been a day. I've been patiently waiting for this. So let's go. The Flash Season 9 premiere. Let's go. What the hell is that? Oh, shit. Joe. Oh shit, he's got a laser. New Team Flash. Okay, so Frost is just back now. Okay.
You're dead.
Because you couldn't protect me.
Oh shit, what the hell's going on? Are they all dying or something? In his nightmare? You gonna tell her about the nightmare you had, man?
Just say yes.
Yes to what?
Yes.
Talk about it tonight.
I am telekinetic.
Jesus. Calm down.
I had a surprise meeting with one Miss Cat Grant.
As in
What?
Co-Cat Grant?
Iris, this is your future empire.
Catco buying out.
Always talking
Interesting.
about. This is how it starts. Maybe this is...
That's a lot to throw at her at once. She just got back. And you're just like, oh, I'll buy you out. Kramer, I forgot. Kramer.
Captain,
Are you sure you can balance being the Flash with the added workload?
No.
it won't be a problem.
It will be a problem. Got the boomerang. Here we go. Cord, of course, Cord.
You must be new in town.
Yep.
I'm the Flash.
Hi.
And you are your worst nightmare, dumbass.
That's cool. It tracked him though.
Are you okay?
Damn. Okay, this Captain Boomerang is has some tricks up his sleeve.
Did he just tell us to take the rest of the day off?
Yeah.
It's not normal. He has some big news though.
Did you know about the Catco offer?
I have to say, you haven't brought that up yet?
So I did. I figured it out.
You're planning our future without me?
No, I'm cataloging it. Instead of changing the timeline, we're just gonna... I've been having the same nightmare ever since we defeated the
The
negative
we just
forces.
saw. Yeah.
And in it, you're gonna get pregnant in 3 months.
I don't think she needs to know that. What the fuck is happening? Of course. Wait, he's relying on that book to find out if he catches Captain Boomerang?
Ooh, that's happening this weekend, Iris.
That sock is there again.
Babe. Also, Taylor is handling our new ad-free portal. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Gee, I have a surprise for you. Something about
Cat.
Media Violence.
Groundhog Day.
Barry, what did you do this time?
I don't think Barry did this.
You already recommended me.
Oh, not yet, I haven't.
Yep, confirmed.
Did you change your mind?
They're repeating the same day over and over and over.
We just met. Just now.
No,
Skipped
well,
a fighting
he
punch
met.
and
Now he's
a
met you
stupid
twice.
look off you. Look, whatever's going on, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll have to figure it out. Ooh, that. Oh shit. Barry just died. The sock. It's always the sock.
So does that mean that my time sickness is back?
No, but you have
Well-
been exposed to some kind of tachyon feedback. Guess what they're transporting today?
A
What?
Romer accelerator. It's like the particle accelerator, only portable. Game-changing tech, yo.
Oh,
I'm gonna go
okay.
get the workshop ready, Bear.
What if this goes on forever?
No, it
I
won't.
could.
We'll find a way.
Never know. Uh-oh. Ooh. Repeat.
What do you say? What do you
Not
say?
today.
What do
Ooh.
you say? Say not today.
I love this. How many times are you going to repeat this? Shit. 16. She's not there? Is she stuck in the loop? Or did she get past it?
Absolutely nothing.
She's not going to work or nothing.
I know how
Don't blame her.
difficult this is. Iris, this is serious.
And
It is,
today, instead
but-
of being forced into making
yeah.
a major decision,
Have you been saying no to Cat Grant's offer?
I haven't
I mean,
said
yeah,
either way.
either.
That's why
Yeah.
we're stuck here.
The map book says I'm supposed to.
Yes! You expand
Oh,
to a second
that'd be
building,
an
CCTV
interesting
equals
reveal.
You want to stay in a time loop.
Yes.
I mean,
right now I do.
for right now.
because
And look, I know we're stuck here, but today is the first time in a long time that I am not worrying about anything.
I want to meet our kids as babies.
You already did, though. Oh, as babies. Okay. Sorry.
But don't you want our future anymore?
But not from the book that tells you everything.
I just
That's her
want to be
point.
able to choose it.
He's going to run it off.
You're gonna move into this house.
Yeah. Yeah, a couple years from now, Nora chips a tooth.
And you're afraid of losing her again, aren't you?
Well, in a different way, yes.
So when I got her back, I swore I would do whatever I could to make sure that we always had a future.
This book of yours may predict a future where Iris is safe with you, but is she happy?
Oh, that's a good
There's
question.
one
Is
thing
she
this book
happy?
doesn't do.
I haven't changed my mind.
You don't have to.
Don't have to.
What's better than living out eternity with the most incredible woman on the planet?
Aww.
Whatever happens next,
That was cool.
we'll do it together.
I already know about Cat Grant's offer, and I am good with expanding my media footprint.
Nice.
You are. I've already talked to Sue Dearborn, and she is going
Oh,
to give
Sue.
CCC a loan to buy the Coast City Gazette.
On vacation, clearly. Or something, yeah.
See the cannonball?
I saw your cannonball.
It was Gary.
I saw it.
You see the splash? You're wondering if I can balance it with being the Flash.
I'll make sure he does.
Gotta run. Mercer's gonna be right on time.
Who's Mercer?
Well, you'll find out. Oh my gosh.
Roughed up over and over at Iron Heights. Now you need to prove you're the new big rogue on campus. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh!
And there is one thing you don't know about me. I always have a comeback.
You set off a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
Millions of people
What?
could die.
That's true.
If you try to move the
Fuck.
accelerator,
A nuke?
it could explode. 5, 4,
What are you gonna do? He's... Oh my god. Oh, making everybody phase through it or something? That is crazy. Yeah, yeah, here comes the kiss. Yep. That just happened. Yeah, that just happened.
Been through a lot in 9 years. You both have. And I'm very proud of you.
How's a boomerang wielding psycho suddenly a tech genius? It doesn't
Yeah,
make sense.
good
He has
question.
a partner.
These last few years, it feels like we've spent so much time saving the world.
Yes, yeah,
Never
yes.
really got that classic newlywed.
She got it.
9 years in this superhero life. That's how long it's been, Cecile.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, it's been... What's next for us? Not just you and me.
This is the way of writing Joe out.
For a whole
Yeah.
family. I think we should leave Central City.
I knew this was coming.
Caitlin?
This is, who is it? Come on. I think it might be or something. Whoa.
I'm neither. This is strange, I know. But
Yeah,
I'll
it is
explain
strange.
everything.
What is going on?
Hello?
Hello? Whoa. Oh, ooh, the logo. Yes. And there you have it, guys. That was the Flash Season 9 premiere, and wow, there's a lot of things we have to talk about, so let's dive in. So first things first, Groundhog Day. They repeated the day so many times. I think he said 55, 56, 57 times total. Crazy. And I like how they kind of were hinting at it, but they didn't fully outright say it like right away, because at first I'm like, okay, so the sock is there again, and when they wake up, they're waking up in bed, they're tired or whatever, but then the sock is there, and then as soon as Iris goes back to work, it's kind of obvious, clear. But I like how they did it, because in the first giant segment of the episode, they had it to where they're going through the day, and there's new Captain Boomerang, and the offer from Catco to buy out Iris's company, which is crazy. Well, to buy it, to expand it, it basically make it even bigger, and the Pulitzers and all that kind of stuff. So it was a lot of things there. But then it ends to where you see these purple, I think, lights or something that's coming out of their bed to where it's resetting. And anytime that Barry dies during the loop, it'll just reset again. And so the second time when the loop happens and Captain Boomerang sets off, like where he's throwing the boomerangs and something hits the device, the portable, what seems like a particle accelerator that's a portable version or something from Cord Industries, it explodes and Barry dies. And then it repeats over and over and over, and they keep trying to do things and everything, and this is a whole mess. But the thing that they were kind of addressing, because they're trying to figure out what is causing the loop. Is it because of his contact with that portable particle accelerator? They called it something else, but that's basically what it was. Was it his contact with it because Captain Boomerang was going after it and during the loop? Is it that? Possibly. Another theory is the fact that Barry was basically figuring out all of the terms of things that were going to be happening in the future, in terms of when Iris is going to get pregnant, the fact they're going to be moving into Joe and Cecile's house, the house that of course Barry kind of grew up in terms of after what happened with his parents, and he knows Bart's first words are going to be said on that couch, all this. But then we run into a lot of issues because Iris doesn't want to know this. Iris is like, I don't want to know about this book saying all this stuff. And what I loved, we have these pep talk moments, we always have these heart-to-heart moments. What I loved about the way they handled it in this episode is that Joe and Cecile, more so Joe, was reading through it and going, this tells you what will happen, but not exactly how it unfolds or how you get to this point. It just tells you that this will happen, this will happen, this will happen. But is she really happy? The question is, are you happy when this occurs? You're not, because you're not basically choosing it. Since you already kind of wrote it all down in this big book, you already know what's going to happen, so you kind of just got to follow the book. And that was kind of Iris's argument, because Iris was tired of pretending to be in the loop and going to work and all that kind of stuff. So she was just tired of it, and she didn't want to follow the book. She wants to choose. So Barry, in a sense, was in the wrong in this. But I like how Joe kind of explained that. Is she going to be happy? Even though all this stuff sounds great, but is she happy because it's already kind of destined to happen in the timeline? And it all stemmed off the fact that Barry keeps having this recurring nightmare we saw at the very beginning of the episode, which I'm like, okay, so everybody is out in the field, everybody, including Frost, but she's dead. That was the first, I'm like, wait a minute, okay, so are we going to bypass the fact that something happened with Caitlin in season 8, and we're just we'll get to it later? No, it's a nightmare. Thankfully, because I'm like, okay, are they really going to bypass this new Frost or whatever hybrid, which we do get to, of course, in the end of the episode. But that was the stemming of it all, because he said, I've had repeated nightmares, the same thing over and over, I can't save you. And all the stuff they've been through, I understand Barry's point of wanting to know the map of where they're going to end up, but Iris doesn't want to follow it. And she was right, and he shot a lightning bolt out of his finger and destroyed it. What was also kind of interesting, too, is that it wasn't so much about the portable particle accelerator or the fact that Iris is not following the book because she kept saying, I don't know, because she keeps getting asked in the loop over and over and over, do you accept Catco's offer to buy the company? She keeps saying, I don't know, I'll think about it. She's never agreeing. So that was Barry's whole point about, is it because you're not following the book? They decided to spend the day together, which has been happening the whole entire time of the episode. It's always been Barry's doing his own thing, trying to get promotion, trying to go for a promotion at work. Iris, of course, going back to work. And so they spend the whole day together, going to her office, going to his work, all that. And then, of course, we get to the Captain Boomerang segment. She's there to shoot at him because he keeps throwing the boomerangs, which are really high-tech. And now we know who gives the high-tech weapons to him, the high-tech boomerangs, Red Death, which is really cool. And so he sets off a nuke, a freaking nuke. Are you kidding me? Crazy. And he somehow phases the nuke through everybody so that no one gets affected. I'm like, how? Like, how many more ways they're going to find really cool things for Barry to pull off? Because I'm like, I remember this guy back in season 1 where Thawne, as Harrison Wells, was teaching him how to phase through like a wall or something. And now he's phasing a nuke explosion through the entirety of Central City, and there's no nuclear fallout or anything or any radiation. He somehow phases the whole entire explosion through. It's insane how ridiculous that was, but it was awesome. And then the loop breaks because they were able to divert the nuke explosion and they were doing things differently during the day and all that. So we had Joe say something in the episode to Cecile that I kind of suspected was going to happen. And they were kind of hinting at it towards the beginning where Cecile's trying to use her powers on a football, her telekinesis or whatever, to send it through a tire hanging up in one of the, I forget what room it is, in the Star Labs. But then she finally asked him, and he's like, it's been 9 years. He even addresses this. He's like, it's been 9 years. Barry, you've been through a lot. Iris, you've been through a lot. We've all been through a lot. So he's talking to Cecile later. He's like, yeah, I think we need to move. I don't blame him, but this is because Joe, the actor, I forget his name off the top of my head. The actor who plays Joe. I'll remember it after we're done recording. I'll be annoyed by it. But he is exiting because he actually is leading his own show. So he is going to be leaving for a bit. And I know at some point he does, like, he's not like completely gone now. He's not going to be gone next episode, I don't think. But he does exit. He only has a certain amount of episodes he's going to be in the show for this final season. At least we still get him in the final season. That would suck if he just didn't come back at all. And he wasn't here at all. But that's the way they're going to exit his character because he is not sticking around. So we kind of already figured that was going to happen because you got to find a way to write him out. But I don't blame him because Joe has been through so much shit. He was the guy who first discovered in the pilot, the very first episode, that Barry was the Flash. He figured it out in the first episode. I'm glad they went that direction with that too. So I get his point. Maybe it's time we gotta go. So at the end of the episode, we had two major things. Number one, we see a new version of Caitlin Frost, a mixture with blue streaks in her hair, not like Frost hair, but more like she dyed her hair blue. Oh boy, dog sniffed the door. She sniffing the door. She sniffs the crack in the door and she freaks out over anything. Apologies for that. Probably didn't hear that, but I'm hearing it. I have to address it. So it looks like she just dyed her hair blue, but she's not. He's like, who are you? Barry's like, who are you? And she's like, just staring. She won't answer the question of who she is. And I saw the promo for next week just to see if it was worthy of making a reaction for tomorrow, and it really isn't. But once again, they're like, who is she? Who are you? And nothing. So it's like, I want to know who this new version of Caitlin Frost mix is. But the big thing is, and something I should have addressed at the beginning of the review, but it's okay. Red Death. I was thinking they're gonna have Red Death, and it was the after credits thing. It's like, yes. So Red Death is the one creating the boomerangs, because Joe did say there has to be brain behind the brawn, because he's not smart enough to come up with these high-tech tracking boomerangs. It's Red Death. What does Red Death need exactly? What is Red Death trying to accomplish? We know who's under the helmet. We know, and I like the fact that when Red Death ran to the screen, it showed Red Death's like chest and its symbol, whatever you call it, the logo of Red Death. It was awesome. But and they actually didn't show the full shot. They was just like blurring, kind of like how when more extreme than Reverse Flash in season 1 was kind of like phasing, kind of like shaking or whatever. So they did more of that. So we already know what the suit looks like. We already know. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. We already know Red Death is here. So overall, this is, I think, a pretty good premiere in terms of getting back into the show and setting up some new stuff in regards to a new villain, Captain Boomerang. Red Death is the one behind all this, and the Groundhog Day, can't even talk, was handled pretty well in regards to the loop and everything, and how I liked the montage stuff. That was really funny. But overall, had a good time. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode. What do you think of the ending with Red Death? What are your thoughts on the Caitlin Frost new hybrid? Whatever thoughts you have, guys. But can't even talk. In the comments below. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna stop screwing up. I'm gonna go. Hope you guys read the video. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.